This is Wisdom by Jonestown Massacre, standard tuning, EAD, GBE. So it's pretty basic. It's just like those, I guess, 5 chords. So I'll go over like the rhythm part first and then do the little leads. So it starts off just doing that. So you can just, what I do on this is, so to start with the notes, it's on the low E, the 2nd fret, then the 9, then 0, then 7, then 5. And so for this tune, so those chords are going to be F sharp, and then D flat, E, then B, then A. But for a lot of these tunes, I've shown how to do them like all in like a low position. But I think this song sounds best just doing power like bar chords. So like I would play that F sharp. Essentially what I'm saying is when you're doing that start, you can hit that note, the 4 on the D on the A alternatively, but I like to do everything. And then the point that I'm trying to show you is that if you just do the bass like this, then you just make the major shape and you'll be ready to do all the chords. So it starts off again on the 2, 9, 0, and so I'm just trying to mute everything else so that I'm just hitting that, but I'm trying to do muting with the rest of my fingers. So 2, 9, 0, 7, and then 5. And so that little rhythm is slowly. And so if you play it like I'm just showing you, like that, then whenever you switch to strumming, just make that the root of the major chord. So like then you're just doing an F sharp major, D flat major, E, B, then A. And so again, like, you know, I'll point out that when you play the E, normally in a first position E, you'd play like this with your middle finger on the A, ring finger on the D, index finger on the G. But since you're doing all this motion of just this bar chord shape, when you play that E, just do the shape like if you were, you know, do it so that you just move that shape exactly this way. So, so again, same rhythm, except now you just strum all the strings. So then you'll go into. So it's the rhythm is pretty basic. Just I try, you know, when you're singing it, it's a little bit more difficult to do that strumming, but it's like same as you were doing with this thing, like doing the. And so like what I guess I don't know if it was clear when I did that a minute ago, that the down and ups are like deliberate on that. So it's not just. Which you can't do it that way, obviously, but I'm just doing the cross picking in such a way that I'm like emphasizing those upbeats. So it's like, and so the strumming similarly is like. So like when you hit the A, it's like you're transitioning through it back to the F sharp. So you're hitting the B, and then you're back on the 1 on the F sharp. So I'll play the chords through a couple times slowly so you hear what I'm talking about. So again, it's pretty basic, and like I was saying, you can play that D flat right here if you want, and then the E, B. So you know you can make it more compact, but you're not really saving yourself that much, and I think you get more of that like the deepness of it and the rock and roll sound of doing it all on just the bottom 4 strings, really. I mean, barring all of it, but like. Just, you know, whatever though, however you want to do it. And so that intro little lead is, it's pretty simple. And so you're essentially like forming like I guess, you know, an F sharp. And so, but you're forming it up here. So, okay, before I go any further, just so you know, the tab of all those chords, they're all just major chords. So like the tab for the F sharp would go 2, 4, 4, 3, 2, 2. The D flat is on the 9, so 9, 11, 11, 10, 9, 9. The E is 0, 2, 2, 1, 0, 0. B is 7, 9, 9, 8, 7, 7. And then the A is 5, 7, 7, 6, 5, 5. And so when you're playing that F sharp up here, it would be 9, sorry, skipping the low string. So 9 on the A and then 11, 11 on the D and the G respectively. And so you start off just between the D and the G, and you're just going. So just back and forth. And so I do like I think it's favorable to do cross picking right here. So like I'll go down on, so the first note is the 11 on the G. And so I go downstroke on that and then upstroke on the G, or excuse me, the D on the 11. So it'll go down, up, down, up, down, up, down, up. And so that's just between the 11s right there. And so the rhythm will be like. And so that will correspond with I think the open E. Yeah, so when you hit, that's when you'll be hitting the 9 on the A. That's that next note. So that little intro lead again, we'll just go 11s. 9, and so the 9 is just going by itself. So it's just a really, really simple little arpeggio. And again, so like when I'm hitting that 9, I don't bother with doing cross picking on that. I'm just going. And so when you come out of just doing the 9, you go up, and so you're still just holding this F sharp. So you go 9 on the A, 11 on the D, 11 on the G. And that's like the little loop there. And so I'll put a link to the tab. The tab is like really, it'll show you exactly how to do that. And so the little solo, it goes like, with some variations in there. So it's really, it's just really a lot is between the 9 and the 11. And again, it's in the tab, how to do this little solo. And so it starts off with 11 on the G, and then hammer on 9 to 11 on the G. So that double hammer on. Then down to the D string. So that's, all of this is between the 9 and the 11. And then you go to the 9 on the A. And then the 7 on the A. And then you go back to the G, and you go start on the 9, and it goes. So you do the double hammer on again. And then 9 on the B. And then, so you do like a little walk up on the D, 9, 11. And then you do like some bends on the 11. So I just kind of like make up the end. I'm not exactly sure what it is, but the tab is good for it. So I think that should be enough to get you started on it. Really fun, ultra simple, nice lead playing song.